Qualche mese fa eravamo saliti a bordo di
A few months ago, we boarded this yacht in Miami, but since we were not able to give it a try then, we'll do it today. It's built by the Italian shipyard Absolute, and its name is NAVETTA 73. With this number, the length, expressed in feet, is indicated. It is common to use this system of measurement on boats, and 73 feet corresponds more or less to 22 metres.
Adesso però dovete dimenticare.
But now you have to forget these numbers and let yourself be guided by our images, which will show you a yacht with a greater habitability than what a boat of this size can generally express.
Voglio incominciare dal flying bridge, ma prima...
I want to start from the flying bridge, but first I'll let you imagine its size from here. Look, it extends over the walkways and stretches all the way to the stern. For this, as you will see, it's great. The NAVETTA 73 is certainly not built cheaply, and after all, when you buy an apartment, you evaluate also the materials, the furnishing solutions and the surfaces. I like this bar countertop that is offset from the wall, so on this side you can prepare the aperitifs, and on the other, taste them. In this island there is a sink, refrigerator, barbecue, stove top in magnetised Decton, professional grill, ice maker. The dining area can be sheltered from the sun or uncovered, thanks to the hardtop with central opening. Towards the stern, the furniture is freestanding, which allows different solutions. Paola Lenti's summer lounge has a certain appeal, and then, even further aft, the crane or maybe the deck chairs. There is a second staircase that joins the fly to the main deck and connects the two wheelhouses.
Ci sono due diversi layout.
There are two different layouts of the main deck, with separate kitchen or with sliding partition, opening to the chef's kingdom. The furniture is spread on two sides, and although this area is compact, it has plenty of space for appliances and supplies. The dining area with a large table and 8 chairs, the living room with sofa, love seat and armchair are the result of an attentive study of the shapes and measures of the furniture signed by Minotti. The owner's cabin, as on super yachts, is located at the bow, only a few steps below the main deck. It is located in the upper part of the hull and therefore has a larger surface than it would have if, like on others, it was on the lower deck. This compartment has great charm, induced by the fabric of the headboard, from the glossy lacquered walnut in contrast with the golden elm. All the edges are rounded. At the vertex, a double door leads to the bathroom. The Calcutta marble has had all of its edges rounded. Someone who buys the NAVETTA 73 has enormous consideration for his guests, because a VIP cabin so beautiful and comfortable is not frequently found, even on an 80-footer. It has the same disposition from wall to wall, and the same layout with the vanity or desk of the master cabin. But maybe it has one defect. The mirror is missing, unless...
Per completare la zona notte ci sono altre due cabine.
To complete the sleeping area, there are 2 other cabins, one double and one queen, with a beautiful window and 2 doors. One leads to the private bathroom, and the other opens to a storage compartment. very useful for long cruises, and from this area you can access the technical area of the bow. They have not only thought of comfort, but also maintenance. I like this helm designed around the pilot. The screens have the right inclination, the wheel in line with the compass and with the keel line. And this console, dedicated only to the controls. The armchair and the deflector are adjustable. It doesn't get more comfortable than that.
Questa strumentazione è da sogno. Potete avere su questi schermi il controllo di...
This instrumentation is a dream. You can have the control of the whole boat on these screens. Not just navigation functions or the engines, but the whole yacht. All the commands that concern the onboard users. It's great. And if you're not used to this innovation, if you are an owner or a commander used to older systems, don't worry. They are not difficult to learn, but it is difficult to go back. This absolute NAVETTA 73 has been equipped with two 1,000 horsepower Volvo Penta engines. At a minimum engine speed of 600 RPM, our speed is around 5 knots and consumption is 2 litres per mile of navigation. Now, as the tank contains 4,000 litres of diesel, we can travel 2,000 miles. In short, we can easily circumnavigate all of Italy.
Ho dato un po' di gas. Mi sono portato a 1000 giri minuto. Il consumo...
I gave it a bit of gas. I took the engines to 1,000 RPM. The total consumption allows us to now travel a mile with 4 litres of fuel. We have to cut our autonomy in half, but our speed is 8 knots.
Oggi le navette non vengono più costruite solo per navigare lentamente.
Today, these vessels are no longer built to sail slowly only in displacements, but also achieve high cruising speeds. The NAVETTA 73 begins to plane at 14 knots, 14.5 knots. It also depends a little on the load and the sea conditions.
A questa andatura consumiamo 14...
At this pace, we consume 14 litres per mile. It is not the best trim for the hull, so we accelerate a bit. The speed has increased. I have raised the deflector and I have less wind on the microphone.
Questa prua affilata è perfetta per tagliare le onde.
This sharp bow is perfect to cut waves, and the sides of the bow, with their wall so high, defend when the waves are too big.
A 17 nodi di velocità con I motori...
At 17 knots, with the engine just over 2,000 RPM, fuel consumption is what we had before, when the hull was planing.
E adesso giù le manette.
And now full speed. I know this is a large boat, but why not? Let's try to see how it runs.
Il regime dei motori è di 2430.
The engine speed is 2,430 RPM, 2,450. Consumption is the maximum, so we really are getting all of the 2,000 horsepower that we have available. We are at 190 litres per engine.
E la velocità è di 20.
And the speed is 23 knots.
Questi dati, segno di una notevole efficienza.
This data, a sign of considerable hydrodynamic efficiency, is the result of a very long collaboration with Volvo Penta.
Ora potrei concludere dicendo che NAVETTA 73...
Now I could conclude by saying that NAVETTA 73 is at the top of the category of this type of yacht. But actually, NAVETTA 73, with its volumes, with its spaces, begins a new category of yachts.